Alright, I'm making this video because I am really, really, really not happy. This is not cool. Google, you let this guy ruin your Google News service. And what am I talking about? It's a service, it's a news aggregate that you can read pretty much all the headlines of anybody who's anyone in a page, in a split display. What they've gone and done is taking something that was good and conflated it. You know when you have like an essay that's got to be so many pages for some professor, and okay, we'll say a 5-page essay, but it's really like, I don't know, 3 pages. So you do what you can do, like increase the font size so the words are bigger or whatever, so you have more more word size, but the content is like 3 pages put into 5 pages. Well, listen, the old Google News format is you were getting a real 5-page essay with the right small font that you could read and get to in a flash. It looks like a 3rd grader took a stupid paper and conflated it with pictures and images and all this crap, and it's like a big fluffy crap that you can't even read because you gotta scroll it up and down and around the corner, and by the time your finger's tired, you're like, screw this, where else can I go? Alright, so let me pull it up here. Now, I don't know what they were thinking. Well, this might be some kind of weird like social metric test or something. Okay, so I clicked on Google News. Okay, this is my finger I use to scroll my mouse and the middle wheel button. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'll start from the very top and be fair. Full screen. Okay? And I got like an average laptop screen, okay? I see 2 stories on the page. I almost cussed. 2 stories. 1 scroll on my mouse wheel. Okay, there's 3 more stories. 1 more scroll. 3 more stories. 1 more scroll. And these are scrolls like athletic Olympian scrolls. If I just barely scroll, it's just like 1 or 2 stories a piece. And so, okay, I was counting like subliminally, like 8 scrolls to get to down to the page, and to go all the way up, it's like 25. I don't know what's going on. So, I don't know if Google is trying to make our scroller fingers like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the beach is that way, like huge ass big muscles and stuff, because the scroll wheel is going to wear out on people, or their fingers are going to wear out, because this is a crazy ass system. Oh yeah, I wanted to find the name of the dude that's responsible for this. I want his name to be out there, and to be out there, because I don't want anybody to ever hire this guy again to do something, because he's running around ruining something good. He's what you call a free radical of the infosphere. Just like a free radical causes cancer, he's a free radical of information digitally displayed. He's cancerified Google News. It's garbage. And I don't know if they need a director of common sense, but I'm for hire. I'll be your director of common sense. I will stop all this sort of crap from going online. The very least, you need to do beta tests of systems and get like reviews like of the people you're trying to do this for. You don't just, here you go, hope you like it. Oh, okay. Just imagine if Craigslist, which uses a similar system, or the Drudge Report, which uses a similar system. The old Google News was it's just lines of text, and if you're interested, you can go yourself and get more info. Now, just imagine like Craigslist or the Drudge Report, or some other like text-based system where it's full of freaking big pictures and the font is big. Like it used to be small, so you fit more in there. Now it's like so big you only fit like a couple in there on the page. Like, who's this guy? I gotta get to him. I keep not getting to him. I'm so pissed. Okay, you got Google News. It says Google News has a new look. We made it easier to get your news with more context, more insights, and more control. Well, tell me another big one, Google. Redesigning Google News for everyone. Anand Paka. Anand Paka is his name. Product Manager, Google News. Okay, and he has the gall. If you look on his so-called article, redesigning Google News for everyone. It says, here's a deeper look, designed for readability. Okay. He has before and after. It's like, here it is when it works really well, and here's after I had my way with it. Oh, you can already see. It's so evident. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 headlines on the one before, and on the one after you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the fifth one's partial, right? It's almost is. I wonder if Mr. Anand Paka is like totally nearsighted or something, and he couldn't read his laptop or his computer screen, and he's like, well, if I can't read it, nobody can read it. And so he made it like it's looking like through a magnifying glass. Like, someone needs to check up on this guy, see if he's wearing like Coke bottle glasses or something, because that's the only way I can understand, like, physiologically a person would want this to make it, it would only be better in that respect. But for most of us that don't have that issue, it's garbage. It's complete trash. And, you know, everybody's complaining on whatever method they have to warn Google, hey, you've ruined it. You need to have an old school revert button, just like Gmail, Google Mail. You can revert back to an older style for slow connections or something. You need to have that for this. And I remember when Gmail, this is a different subject, but they did a new format and it was totally unreadable. They had no lines between the subjects, and so it was like looking into the sun. It was like, it's just a white screen with words. And I sent them an email or comment to put the lines back, and they did. So I don't know if it was me or aggregate of all of these people complaining, but they eventually do things for whatever reason. I don't know if it's to fix it or because there's smart people there and dumb people there. I don't know. But the other thing Google did that pissed me off was the AdSense. It used to be they would give you tally almost minute by minute for revenue on like YouTube, and now it's just like every day they'll give you a tally. But it used to be minute by minute. They got rid of that, I think, because it was overheating their servers, which I can understand. But it's just Google will just freaking do stuff without giving any notice, and this is really bad for you, Google. I'm telling you, this Mr. Anand Paka needs to pack his bags out of there, because he's ruining something that worked so well for everybody. It's not just me, and I don't know if this is like some kind of social dynamics test you're doing, is to see if people respond or whatever, kind of like poking a bear or something, but everybody is just going to not use your stuff, okay, for this. You need to have a revert button for the people that aren't blind, that don't need a size 20 font with big old pictures taking up half the screen. And yeah, I'm over exaggerating, but it feels that way. And don't forget, what about the people without fingers? Okay, there's people out there using computers without fingers. You've just totally mucked up all kinds of stuff. When they could get away with 1 or 2 pages maybe, now they have to do like 8 pages or something, and they have no fingers. Just imagine all the extra work they got to do now. You've totally discriminated against them for no reason. This doesn't help nothing. Okay, so uh, Mr. Anand Paka, or maybe your Dr. Anand Paka, but it's written here Anand Paka, like Anand Paka, my bro, the product manager, Google News. Okay, if it had doctor on there or something, it needs to be on there so I can say it. I looked him up on LinkedIn, and I'll do that right now. And I tried to get a. I wanted to see if he had big old fat glasses, cause of my theory. But if you look him up on LinkedIn, he was in other fields or other departments or whatever. Okay, he's a product manager at Google from February 2013. Before that, he was at Zynga. Never heard of that. Amazon. He was at Amazon before that. That's a good one. And then he was he has education. He was a product manager at Amazon, Microsoft. He was a senior software development manager. He was a design engineer at Microsoft, a couple other ones. So, where did he start out at? He's been at MIT, it looks like. He's been to something called Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. I don't know what that is. University of Mumbai is where he started Hindi. He speaks Hindi, so he's probably originally from India or Pakistan, but it doesn't have his picture on here. Is there a picture of this guy? Because I mean, we need to have pictures next to historical people, right? Okay, you go to Google Images. There's this guy there. He's actually not bad looking, but he doesn't have big old fat glasses like I imagined. So really, he doesn't. If that's him, he really doesn't have. He really doesn't have an excuse, okay, for making everything like so like zoomed in and on purpose. All right. Okay. Well, here's the deal, dude, and gal, and Z and all that, and Mr. Roboto, if this is in the future and 5 million years in the future, and they're studying early history of the internet. Anyway, let me get back to this. Here's the deal. Your base is really aggravated. They're going to try to find other ways to get their news. If they have to finger duck, I'll say duck, but finger duck, you know what I'm trying to say, their way through your news site that sucks. Alright? So do the right thing. I know you're going to get this video, somebody, somewhere that's important, and do the right thing and have a reversion, just like you do with Google Mail if the connection's slow. That's the other thing. What if you have a slow connection, you want to use your Google Mail, but then you want to go to your Google News, now you got this blown up BS that takes a lot longer to load and all that other. You defeated the whole purpose, your whole schema. Alright, you've wrecked it. Okay. Now I'm speaking for the people, the common users. You need to fix yourselves quick, like yesterday, because it is so irritating. I cannot get my news aggregate the way I wanted it. It feels like I've been cut off, okay, from my news. And I can't always watch the TV news or listen to the radio news or whatever. I just, if I needed a quick way of learning what's going on, I could go to that great little service you had there that was absolutely not broken. And if it isn't broken, don't try to fix it. And you just fixed it to where I can't use it happily, alright? And it's not like I don't, it's like I don't see any ads or whatever that you've done that for. Like it's so the reason you did that, it's got to be some kind of weird social test, or maybe there's somebody at Google that set this man up for failure. That might be it, some kind of internal thing, because a person with that sort of mind, I don't think, with that sort of education, I don't think it's in their makeup to do something like that unless there's just a screw loose, or they're getting their revenge, or there's something, maybe he's um, being framed for something, or maybe it's some weird social test, because it doesn't make a damn bit of sense. And I will end this way. Google, you need a director of common sense. You think that's crazy? Well, there's these new things, probably not new to you because Google knows everything that's ever been on the internet apparently. But there's social media managers, right? That's a new newer position, alright? That's great. So that didn't exist a while ago. But if you want to be ahead of the curve and avoid stuff like this, I'm telling you, you need a director of common sense. Somebody that knows what will fly and what won't, okay? It's highly important. Be innovative, steal my idea, and get yourself a director of common sense. And I'm for hire. You know where I am. Thanks for watching.